So your parents are alcoholics. How did you turn out? How was your childhood? And how did it affect who you are and how you are today? Did you sink and drown, or did you, against all odds, manage to rise up and heal your inner child? Today, I want to dive into the pasts of two iconic characters from BoJack Horseman, BoJack and Princess Caroline, as examples of this. Both of them had to endure the chaos of growing up with alcoholic parents, but they handled their trauma in vastly different ways. Let's break it down. First up, BoJack Horseman. BoJack's parents, Beatrice and Butterscotch, were severely abusive to young BoJack.
You go round the horn the way God intended.
Daddy, do you want to meet my imaginary friend?
Imaginary friends are freeloaders invented by communists to rip off welfare. Why don't you do something productive like bang your head against the wall until your brain isn't so stupid? You and the black hole that birthed you conspired to ruin it for me. All because of you and that brittle wisp of a woman you made the mistake of making your mother.
No doubt deeply scarred by their own childhood traumas, especially Beatrice, who we got to see how her childhood was like and understand how she came to be so messed up.
You ruined me, BoJack.
I know.
You better grow up to be something great, to make up for all the damage you've done.
I will.
Nobody gives a damn what you feel. You've got an audience out there, and they want to hear you sing. Now, you want your mommy to love you. You go out there, and you do the only thing you're good for, which is singing that goddamn lollipop song.
She was an alcoholic who never spared BoJack from her bitterness. This left BoJack with a gaping emotional wound. His trauma manifesting in severe self-destructive behavior, his reliance on drugs and alcohol to escape his reality. He repeatedly sabotaged his career and relationships, desperately seeking validation in all the wrong places.
I need you to tell me that I'm a good person. I know that I can be selfish and narcissistic and self-destructive, but underneath all that, deep down, I'm a good person, and I need you to tell me that I'm good. Diane? Tell me, please, Diane, tell me that I'm good.
His constant need to fill the void left by his mother's lack of love made him volatile and unreliable. Every time he got close to success or happiness, he'd always find a way to mess it up. His mind was constantly on victim mode and he could never seem to find a way to make his situation better. Hurt people, and he did hurt a lot of people. Sarah Lynn, oh poor Sarah Lynn. Todd, Hapkazaz. He could never seem to maintain any sort of relationship because deep down he felt like he was not deserving of good things.
You're a real stupid piece of shit. But I know I'm a piece of shit.
Growing up being told that you are worthless and unwanted by your own parents clearly will mess you up, because who do you even turn to when you are feeling low? The people who are supposed to love and protect you are the ones destroying you.
I'm punishing you for being alive. I read the parts about me, the things I said to you. You must think I'm a real monster.
On the flip side, we have Princess Caroline. Her mother was an alcoholic, although not as abusive as BoJack's parents. Her mother was more of an emotional manipulator than outright neglectful, like this scene over here.
What's going on?
Mom!
Let me tell you something. Life is a big old roulette wheel. Everyone's got a number. Some are winners, some aren't. It all depends where the little white ball lands. The problem is when people with losing numbers think they're winners.
So her mom believed that some people are destined for success while others not so much, and believes her family falls on the latter.
You think you're going to some fancy college in California, all the way on the other side of the country from your mother? You're going to abandon me?
Mom, it's not about you.
The way she says abandon suggests that she is one of those parents that can't let go of their children, especially their daughters, because at this point her children, her sons, have moved out except Princess Caroline, who stayed behind to help her mom. Maybe she does see a light in Princess Caroline, but her beliefs cloud that light.
La-dee-da. I did not realize I was in the presence of someone who was going to get a paid internship.
Mom, you need to go to bed.
I mean, misery loves company.
See, that's the difference between you and me, Princess Carolyn. I know where I belong. This is my bed.
When Princess Caroline was on her way to college, her mom was guilt-tripping her into staying with her to drown with her.
Okay. Bye, Mom.
Oh, hey, I got a nutty idea. What if you deferred for a year?
Mom, I
can't do that.
But thank goodness Princess Caroline put her foot down and went to pursue her goals and finally put herself first after years of parenting her own parent.
No, Mom, I gotta go.
Please? Can't you just do this one thing for me?
I'm sorry, Mom.
I mean, with her childhood being like that, Princess Caroline was forced to grow up early. She would often have to do most of the work herself because her mother was usually too drunk to do any work. And if the boss found out her mom was drinking and passing out on the job, she would surely be fired and they would be homeless. Her favorite movie as a child was the Amelia Earhart story, which gave her the belief that if you really want something, you have to work hard and convince others that you deserve it. So her approach was all about control and perfection, which perfectionism is a huge problem too that people should talk about often. She channeled her past into being the best at everything she did, to her own detriment.
You gotta get your shit together. So yesterday you let yourself fall in love a little bit and you got your heart broken. Serves you right for having feelings. Starting now, you are a hard, heartless career gal. Go to work, be awesome at it, and don't waste time on foolish flights of fancy. From now on, you are a robot. Beep, bop, boop, blurp, bleep.
Unlike BoJack, who ran away from his pain, Princess Caroline decided to conquer hers by being a workaholic. It made her relentless and resilient. She worked her way up in the Hollywood industry, constantly juggling her career with her personal life, but despite her successes, she struggled with deep feelings of inadequacy and loneliness. Her drive for perfection often left her isolated, feeling like she had to carry the weight of the world on her shoulders. We see her putting everyone else first, trying to fix other people's problems, and often overlooking her own needs. That's why I was so happy for her when she finally got her happy ending because she deserved it. Both characters show us the long lasting impact of childhood trauma. BoJack's destructive path and Princess Caroline's relentless pursuit of perfections are two sides of the same coin. They both tried to navigate their pain in the best way they knew how, but the scars of the past were always lurking beneath the surface. In the end, BoJack and Princess Caroline remind us that no matter how much we cope, we can't run away from our trauma and we all need to heal our inner child. The journey to healing is unique for everyone. So, what do you think? Do you relate more to BoJack's self-destructive tendencies or Princess Caroline's pursuit of perfection? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.